Hello. Today we'll be talking about Xamarin Studio and using it to make cross-platform apps. On my left is Xamarin Studio. We've got a few projects here and I've opened the Tasky demo app. On the right we have the Tasky demo app running in the Android emulator and the Tasky demo app running in the iOS simulator. First things first, let's paste in a bit of CSS into style CSS. As you can see, both apps updated. We've got some quite girly styling going on here. That's my handiwork. Now I'll show you how to make your own style. First, use the style guide. This will tell you how your views are constructed. Let's have a quick look at the iOS. So here we've got the IDs of all the Android views and the IDs of all the iOS views. If you see here, some of them don't have IDs and we have to refer to them using CSS such as first child. These IDs are defined in your code. If we have a quick look at the iOS, we can see that the names on the right correspond to the names defined in the code on the left. This makes it easier to style. So if we wanted to set the cancel button to red, we would in code say cancel button delete to make that red. And we can see here that it's also called the same thing in Android. So both buttons are styled using the same CSS. Okay, let's do some more interesting changes. Let's remove the style guide and maybe set the background to a slightly more male colour, perhaps red and blue. Not particularly male. Red and black. How are we doing on that? That'll do. And we'll change the navbar colour at the top. It's defined by navbar to red and red. Cool, perfect. Next thing, I'll show you how the CSS file in your project here is linked to your apps. So you may notice we're not restarting these apps, we are running this dynamically. I use a Python server, so if I kill that, you've got a Python server here, which is in the same folder as the styles.css. It's there. Run that server, and now my updates will come through again. I'll just do a little green there. Green and back to red. So now let's have a look at the code. First let's look at the iOS code. To install native CSS you need to run this. This is quite complicated. It takes a URL, which is the local URL we're hosting the styles on, a refresh period in milliseconds, and then we have a callback lambda closure. If successful and CSS is different, restyle the view. Now this line here pulls out the CSS from the bundle because we've included it here. And how I recommend doing it is to have a shared solution item and then pull it into your Android assets and pull it into your iPhone project as links. So we've seen how the iPhone code is plumbed in. Let's have a quick look at the Android. Same code really, we've got an extra parameter here, I can't help that. Load in the CSS, refresh period, and the same structure to reload it. Thank you for watching Xamarin Studio with native CSS.